house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Hey, how the hell y'all doing? I hope you're doing fine, baby. It is indeed Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's time for another Family Blue Dot meeting, and I'm glad you're here. Julia Thompson was the first one to jump in. My dear, dear, dear friend, I hope all is going well in your life, and I hope all the little things work their way out, baby. Anyway, Jake Clayton and Stephanie Dean are here. Are you shitting me? An afternoon of sun and guitar. He's out there in the sun singing to her again. You're killing me, Jay. I'm telling you, buddy. I can't sing that good anymore. Thinking my wife's thinking about leaving my ass and go listen to your songs. Anyway, Jake Clayton and Stephanie Dean, I'm so glad you're here. Randy Peterson, woo, pig, buddy, I heard the good news. I need to get back to you, brother. It's great news. I'm glad things are working out there the way you want it. We got it. I messed up because the reason we're a little late is our camera went out. All of a sudden, that camera, which I normally look at, is not working, so I'm looking at this camera over here, which Travis just put there. So, anyway, the remixtress is with us, thank goodness. Richard Phillips is here. Elena Jars, thank you, baby. Sherry Puckett, thank you for being here, baby. Destiny Phillips. Teresa Rojas, mi amigas up in Chicago. I hope all is moving muy well, muy bueno. Anyway, Greg Talbert, my brother out in California. Brother, I hope you're doing well. Raylene Allen is here. Karen Van Wyck, howdy, baby. And Robin Lyons is here. John Cass is with us. Amanda Elliott, thank you for being here. BW's here. Hey, that Flower Girl's here. I'm just letting you know that Flower Girl's here. Anyway, my wish it was my neighbor. Wait a minute. I lost my damn. There it is, that Flower Girl. Tracy Tobias is here. I wish she was living all next to me. Anyway, Martha Oliveira's here. Dorothy Tyndall, Dizzy Duke. Man, we got the whole family here, baby. Let me see. Blue Dot Dusty is here. Hi, darling. Rose, how you doing? Bethy Brown, thank you for being here. Baby, been with us a long time. Dizzy Duke. Anyway, let me jump on down here. And Bernadette Pre. Thank you. Hey, I got mail from you today, darling. Thank you very much, baby. And sorry we're a little late. Had a little camera problem. Anyway, we just walked in the door. Anyway, I spent an exciting day down at the Nueces County Courthouse. If you've ever visited your local courthouse there, you know, seeking documents or all this other stuff, what you might be doing there, well, you know it can be a long waiting line till you get to that window. Anyway, that's where my whole day went, but it was productive, but that's where I spent my whole day until just a little while ago. I came in the door, ate some shepherd's pie that Mama had cooked up, and then proceeded to jump down the hallway to come to the meeting, baby. So I don't know what the hell happened today. I did see a little bit of testimony from the whistleblower in front of the committee about Facebook. I saw a little bit of that before I had to go, and but yeah, that's just about all that's up in my head. But let me catch this real quick. Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does, came in with a $5 donation and said, I'm sorry, I just got done.
Yeah, that shepherd's pie was good, by the way.
It's good, but I shoveled it in fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lady Freedom Rocks said, hello, Blue Dots and all the ships at sea. I'm Lady Freedom and I rock. Hope everyone is having a rocking day. I like her attitude.
I know. I wish I could wake up in the morning and be like that energetic. And
I am just, and I rock. No, I get out of the bed in the morning and
I
feel
say
like I
I
got
suck.
hit with a rock.
Yeah, I was okay. That's fair.
Something hurts. Somebody hit me with a rock. Anyway, Erin Trombley is with us, and thank goodness she is. Erin, I need to talk to you maybe after the show. And speaking of Erin, this is Erin Trombley, and she is running for town council up in Monroe, New York. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm still not saying that right. Anyway, we're going to do an interview with Erin, face to face on the camera here, and Erin, we need to pick a date. Any date this week. I'm ready tomorrow. Mañana.
There's also another thing about Erin T that some people might not know. You might know if you're in the chat right now. Today is her birthday.
Today is Erin Trombley's birthday, and she is in the chat.
Yeah, she's in the YouTube chat.
Well, are we going to do this solo or?
Well, what do you mean solo?
A duet.
Well, I mean we can do a duet, but I mean I'm here in voice spirit. You know.
Okay. Yeah, because we ain't got a camera for you.
Yeah, no. That's why I was a little tripped up. Like, of course, I sing happy birthday with you every time. So.
Me. You ready?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erin.
Bear Day?
Right in the middle, really? Now we got to start over.
All right, you ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erin. Happy birthday to you. Hey,
there we go.
That's not too freaking bad.
To be fair, though, Bear Day would be pretty fun, I would think.
Why'd you say the Bear Day?
Huh? Why did I say Bear Day? No, you said Bear Day.
Anyway.
I was just calling you out.
I know you like doing that.
Everybody, you know how many times, I mean, even Tyler from our last show was like, I tuned in on the show when you welcomed in someone that we were saying goodbye to, and I was like, really, you watched the show just to finally see me do something wrong? He literally said that because it was Ardessa. I said it because I was helping you read off the channel. Tyler goes, yeah, look at you welcomed somebody as they were leaving, and I'm like, man,
don't mess with me.
Huh?
That's the first time I've been in town in a while, going all the way down in town, and I did not know they changed all that intersection down there.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's
you know how many times we've
to go left, you had to get in the right lane.
Yeah.
To go right, you want to get in the left lane.
Yeah.
And that screwed me up. I said, wait a minute, this ain't the last time I was here, and I got the wrong lane. Next thing I know, I'm going up crosstown.
You know what's sad?
What?
I can't tell you how many times we've been shot over to Portland by accident.
They got that all screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know which way you're going.
Just trying to get
a lane and let's see where you go.
Yep. It's horrible.
Anyway.
And it's going to take years to fix.
Wasted time getting all turned around on that twice.
Yep.
And
anybody else out there got bad road construction in your towns that never seem to end?
Do you know who Monica is?
Monica.
I bet you, well, just if you know Monica, you don't. You know. Monica Burns. She is one of our admins on.
Oh, okay.
Facebook page.
Yes. Okay. I recognize
by
that
coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
It is also Monica's birthday. So take your sip of water.
Yeah, I have to wet the pipes to be able to stay in tune.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there you go. Though you got ice in that.
You bet your
Some
ass.
people say
That's why they
that
call
hurts
it
the
iced
voice.
tea.
I don't believe it, but some people do.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Monica. Happy birthday to you. And that's Monica Burns. She is one of our admins over on the Blue Dot Family page on Facebook. Candy and the gang over there do a hell of a damn good job. And they have built that page up to quite a big following over there. So if you're not familiar, while Facebook is still a thing, baby, run on over to John Bertavo Speaks, Blue Dot Family, and join the page over there and join the family over there. We'd love to have you. And on that note, Tracy Tobias just came in with $5 and said, "Happy birthday, Erin." There you go. Now, and remember, you could donate straight to her official Act Blue account, and she is. I can't wait to do the interview. Man, I'm ready to slow down. This bullshit of going to anyway.
That'll be a funny story to talk about.
Yeah, that
later.
will be a funny story to talk about one day. Anyway, getting back to at hand here, Sparky Dunk, how in the hell are you doing?
I'm over here pulling my hair out. I got a new phone today.
Oh, you got a new phone. It's got new gadgets, new little widgets and shit.
Nah, not really. It's
No?
a flip phone. It's
Ah.
like my old phone.
Yeah.
But I dropped the other phone and then some of the functions stopped working on it. So I went and got a new flip phone, and I've been trying to program in contacts.
Yeah.
Luckily, Steve sent me a text, so I was able to program him in as a new contact. But he's watching. Steve from Georgetown. He's watching on YouTube.
Oh, it's Steve. Steve from Georgetown. Hell of a nice guy. I love Steve. I can recognize his voice every time he comes into the show over there. It's like your voice, Mark. I can recognize it in a heartbeat. So everything is doing well out there. How's Grady?
Yeah.
Grady doing all right?
He's just came back in. I'm gonna have to go close the door here in a minute.
Well, shit. Well,
God, you won't learn how to close a sliding glass door, but he sure can open it.
he can open it. He just don't give a shit about closing it. He got his way. He's got in and out. Why would you want to close it? You're gonna have to open it again when you come back in. So you can't convince no dog of that shit. Door's open, leave it open. Works for them.
Yeah, but all the bugs come in, all the flies come in here.
Things that bother you.
Yeah, when you live next to a cattle ranch, you get flies.
Yeah, you have a tendency to have a few visitors in the air all the time. Yes, I'm
So
well
I'll be
aware of that.
I'll be right back. I got to go close that door.
All righty. And, well, it's just me and Spark in the room right now.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody wants to come on in, just raise your hand. I'll bring them in.
Oh,
there we go. There's
there you
one.
go. That's
See, I don't, because we used to sneak people in.
Yeah, we used to just grab your ass out of the audience.
And now it's like, well, now that we don't have to do that, now I don't feel like I have to catch someone off guard and be like, hey, get over here. You know?
TW, how are you doing?
Oh, we're doing all right.
I assume we are doing fine means Mork's doing okay?
Yeah, he's looking out the window right now.
Yeah.
We have new neighbors.
Oh, you got new neighbors. So he's on alert. He's Mark, it's close enough to Friday, buddy. It's close enough. Don't worry. Go for it, brother. Mark Aculin. Just wondering if it was Friday. Well, good. TW, you got new neighbors. You'll no telling what kind of exciting people you'll meet.
You never know.
You never know. I hope it's a great experience. Anyway, I cannot see.
That is Jeremy.
Jeremy, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. I saw a story today that Trump's no longer on the Forbes top 400 list.
Nope.
He's lost over $1 billion over the last 4 years.
Yep. I heard he's a broke dick. Anyway, I hope he's broke one day. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I see that somewhere. Where was it? I seen something. Oh, I did. I don't know. It's not there now. I seen a headline a minute ago that he's no longer on the Forbes rich list. He's done dropped.
I think the funniest part
lost all of his money.
I think the funniest part about that article was that the CNN called out and basically said, it isn't so much that he lost money, but it's going to kill his ego that he's no longer on that list anymore.
Yeah,
that's going to hurt the most.
That's what's going to hurt. Not the amount of money, because really he lives on other people's money. He always has. It's the shuffling of the books, and there's only 12 people in the whole Trump organization. 12. That's it. It ain't like a giant corporation where they're just got mounds of offices everywhere. No, there's 12 people in the Trump organization, and so that keeps the payroll pretty happy for everybody. But you keyed a thought in my head, and then I felt I lost it. That's what kind of day it has been. I swear, all day long. Go wait in line, get up to the window, and you tell them what you need. Oh, you're in the wrong window, but I know where I think I can send you. Notice I said the word think.
Hey, I mean, to be fair, y'all, I mean...
We don't do that here, but I think if you go downstairs to the second level...
You got what you needed, though, thankfully. And it seems like you got it in relatively...
You know how come I got what I
decent
needed?
time.
Because after the second time of trying, and they didn't know where to go, I'm walking down the hallway, and I'm seeing this big room full of big old books, and that's what I'm looking for, what's in those books. So I just opened that door, and I told her, because I had the book and the page that I needed. And I told him, like I said, this is the book and this is the page. Can I get a copy? Oh, yes, sir. $4. Really piss you off after you've been everywhere else.
I mean, look, it's a government facility. What do you expect it to be like? You know, supposed to work it like fast? No.
Yeah, well, if I want to go up there and pay my taxes, I guarantee you they know exactly what window I'm going to go to.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you want to give us money? Yes, sir.
Yeah,
window
right
one,
there.
right there. Give it to that girl right there. She'll take your money. Anyway.
It's like, how many times have we gone to the DMV and it was straightforward and to the point?
Bernadette, how are you?
Well, better than you are.
Evidently. It's been a wonderful day. Anytime you do
I
it.
baked bread, so I'm doing okay.
Good. You think every time what?
I baked bread today.
You baked bread today.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into doing that.
Bernadette, you paint such a pretty picture. The other day you was putting up tomato paste. Now you're baking bread. Let me ask you,
what?
Are there little birds, animated little birds, just kind of like flying around, following you every day, and like,
I have
there's
real
music.
birds. I have the bird-a-vos that hang out in my
That's
yard.
right, you do have the bird-a-vos.
Yeah.
Are they still hanging around?
Yeah, they are. I saw them
Outstanding.
this morning. Yeah. They're just the neatest thing, man. Dominic's trying to get them on his finger, He's out there feeding them and carrying on, making friends with the bird-a-vos. He gets real upset if the dogs come around barking while they're around, because then they want to fly away. And he really loves the bird-a-vos.
Well, we love them too. We love them too. And speaking of Spark, speaking of Steve from Georgia Stan. Steve from Georgia Stan just came in with a $10 donation, said, "Hi, Uncle John. Hi, Travis. Keep on rocking. I am going to chill in the YouTube chat and give my ears a rest from the headphones." Indeed. Steve, thank you very much, my friend. Very much. Steve has one of those distinctive voices. I can spot him in the crowd, and I can spot Sparky easy.
He just seems like a cool, nice guy anyway.
Steve?
Always, every time he comes on the show, he's very happy and upbeat.
Yeah, he always calls me Uncle John. I love it.
He works from home, so he spends all day with headphones on.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, take them off for a while and give your ears a rest.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lord have mercy. What a day. So.
He's quite busy over there on Robin Kincaid's show.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
It's cool that he stops by here after all that, because Robin puts on a hell of a show, and if y'all haven't been over there, you need to go check out the Horn Network.
Yep. The Horn Radio Network. Go to horn.net. Spark?
Horn.live, isn't it?
No, headon.live.
Headon.live. If you go to headon.live, Spark knows the hours, but every Friday they have Friday on the front porch, and he has a lot of guests, just like what we do right here. And she just puts on a hell of a good show. She is extremely knowledgeable. What I related to her the other day is Robin has one of those updated computer chips in her head that stores all the information, whereas John has a Rolodex up in his head. So she has access to a lot of information in her head, a lot faster than John's going over there through his Rolodex going, "Wait a minute, I heard that one time."
Actually, John, to be quite honest, those 3 shots he had made her magnetic. It sucks in the information.
It does. I believe it. Just she retains it. I am. She
it's
is
amazing to watch her in action on a daily.
Indeed.
Because she is on it. Okay, and her knowledge is over such a wide variety of topics that
in decades of ages too. In the ages, all the way back to Caesar and all that. He'll quote something there.
The histories that she is able to just
don't get
pull
it
out the
started
top
with
of her head, man.
history.
Yeah.
Is amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it's from
Greek.
Rome, Latin, I believe.
Yes, Latin. I'm sorry, not
Latin.
Greek. Latin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Latin of all languages,
Latin.
which is considered a dead language unless
The only people I know use Latin are Catholic priests and stuff.
Medicine, religion, or lawyer, being an attorney.
Yes, they use it. They use it a lot in law. So yeah, it means the same thing now as they wrote it thousands of years ago.
I read today that Donnie's got to give a deposition.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
I'm trying to think of the case.
For a lawsuit for some apprentice person that
Really?
accused him
Right,
of groping her.
right.
A deposition.
The person that was on Apprentice that had brought up allegations against him, and he denied it. And yes, he does have to. Yeah, you know, the man. He thinks he's going to run in 2024, but I think there's going to be a whole lot of issues that he's going to have to be dealing with instead, where he's going to have to. He needs to raise money, so you know, go out there and support his campaign, because yeah, it's going to go to legal fees.
Yeah.
You know, should he have to pay a real attorney this time?
Yeah, let's don't talk about legal fees.
I know.
It's not a good subject right now. Anyway, yeah, I want to know. I want to see the results of that deposition, because Donnie doesn't want to be anywhere near where he has to raise his hand and take an oath and say something. Oh, Donnie don't want to be there, because there's going to be questions he's not going to want to answer. Anyway, let me catch up again, because John Diddybag came in twice. John Diddybag donated $10 to ask, we know the speed of dark. What's the speed of light? Speed of dark. He made a mistake. Uh-oh. But he paid another $5. Thank you, John Diddybag, and I want to thank everybody who donates here. Indeed, this does help us pay the bills, and evidently the bills are going to get bigger, and so we appreciate every donation we get. John Diddybag came back with another $5 just to correct himself and said, correction. We know the speed of light. What's the speed of dark? Whilst we ponder the universe, does the flashlight emit light or suck in darkness? And how fast is that darkness? It's pretty damn dark, so how can you? See? John Diddybag always coming in with the questions that ponder the universe.
The minute there isn't light, there's dark. So.
But we know the speed of light.
Oh no, Google here says darkness travels at the speed of light. More accurately, darkness does not exist by itself as a unique physical entity, but simply absence of light.
See?
I don't know.
Just like I said.
So once the light goes out,
the dark is there.
dark.
Because
so
that would.
How can they say that there's no speed to that?
Yeah.
Well, it suggests to me that the universe is in a perpetual state of darkness, and the only light is from either suns or reflections of planets or us out in the yard with a flashlight. And we all know when you do that, that light travels forever. So
yes,
of course it does.
I don't know. I just got really curious because I was like, wait,
what is the speed of dark?
I mean, like. Like, is there a sign?
Where else are you going to get such fine entertainment?
Oh my God, Diddybag is, he ponders a lot, and I just want to know what the fuck is he smoking?
I don't know, but Just Coggins said the closer you get to light, the sharper the edge of dark gets. I remember that. They called it the edge of night.
I don't know, but he replied back in YouTube chat, says, yeah, but your shadow goes as fast as you.
That's true. But if you're spinning in... Never mind, that don't work. Wait a minute. Just give me a moment to ponder this.
He ponders a lot.
Gene Shanky says that the light comes from your core, and indeed it does. So that's why we ask you every day to shine your light, baby. Let it shine from the core of your heart. Be that person that you know we all need to be in our heart. Makes the life a whole lot better. So, back to the rat killing. What else is going on? Mike Pence, he gets confused about January 6th, evidently. Y'all see that little? I seen the clip. He went on Fox News. Oh Lord, it's sad to watch him try.
They're a hot mess, huh?
Yes, they are. And just like Mike Pence, you see them all clamoring back to Donnie. I gotta hold on to Donnie. Donnie's the only. Are you shitting me? As long as they continue to do that, that's what they make him. It's only by their clinging to him that gives him any voice at all. If the Republican Party would just back away and leave him the disgusting creature that he is alone, and don't clamor after him, Greg Abbott, maybe he would go away. But they feed him. So yeah, I understand he's fixing to.
They feed all of them though. And that's all that they're out there, trying to do is just keep that message going as a core unit.
Yes. That you cannot trust the election system, and no matter what election you vote in, the Republican always wins, and if he didn't, they cheated.
That Trump lie.
That Trump lies. That's what it's going to come around to, and we're going to see
And
it in
they've all
2022.
adopted it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've watched
Their
one
mantra.
after another.
It is their only plank in their platform because that's all they got.
Mike Pence was up there talking about, well, they just want to use that one day in January and hang that around our neck. And we did such a yes. Yeah, Mike,
It's
that day they were trying to chant to hang you.
insurrection.
Yeah.
The insurrection.
It was. And the remixer says,
Yes.
if it was no big deal, then why did he run and hide? Because the chant was, hang Mike Pence. Now,
Y'all remember?
yes, we all remember. And we've seen
And
it
they
played
had a
over and
noose
over and
up
over on
there.
TV and the news.
I remember that too.
So that is their Achilles heel. That is where they're vulnerable at. The truth. And that is usually what a lot of people are vulnerable to. The truth. And the truth in this matter is this was an insurrection. We're going to find out more and more and more about it and who was involved. The next coming weeks, we're going to see
even the
testimony.
judges that are prosecuting the cases are standing up and saying, "Excuse me, but how do you give such a lenient charge when we all saw what happened?"
Yeah. Don't tell me it was just they were kissing and hugging going on.
How could-
Shit, I mean.
How could everything be so wonderful if he told his bodyguard in the Secret Service, "I trust you with my life, but I'm not getting that car"?
Yeah.
Because he knew if he got in it, he
knew
wasn't
it.
coming back.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I give Mike Pence credit for is he did not get in that car. Because Mike knew if he got in that car, he ain't coming back, baby, and the election's over. Donnie's going to steal it. He's going to be King Donnie, and we're going to have a new dictator, and oh, my God, hold on to your britches and put on your working clothes.
I mean, he had maybe a sixth sense that day that said, "I'm getting in this. If I get in this car, I ain't coming back.
I'd be
They're
feeling
gonna
like a
find me."
mob, hit. Get in the car, Mike. In the back. What?
Yep.
What? No, I would have
Probably the only
nervous,
thing
too.
that saved him, because now
Because that was
They
Mike
held
Pence's
him hostage at the White House and forced him to go back down to the Capitol and decertify the election. He would have did that shit. That's how desperate that son of a bitch is.
He is. He is indeed. John Diddybag has a way
Really?
of fucking with your head. You know?
Yeah. No, I read it too, and I'm gonna sit on that one for a minute.
I'm going to wait for it to come up on the screen.
Well,
Yeah, go
what kind of
now
There
they're
it
finding
is.
out. They're
There.
finding out now they wanted to kill Julian Assange. Now it's oh my God, come on.
Yeah.
Do we roll?
Yeah.
Do we
What
do
kind of-
this?
What kind of upside down world are we living in where Dan Quayle may have quite possibly saved our country?
No shit. No shit. Dan Quayle, he's been forgotten in history just about, except for the word potato. And now all of a sudden he's resurrected in this. And thank goodness for it, because he told Mike Pence, you don't have the power to do this, Mike. You just can't do it. Everybody's clamoring. And Mike Pence, they say, looked for every opportunity he could to overturn this election. He looked for the one little line it's somewhere in some law or something that gave him the authority to go, no, this is not
He wanted
certified.
to do it.
He wanted
He
to do it,
wanted to do it.
and he couldn't. And people told him he could not do that. So that's the only credit Mike gets, is he came back and certified that election. But look what he's doing now. He's trying to salvage his political career, I guess. Salvage his
Yeah, he is, because he wants to
by
run
kissing
too.
his ass
Or
even
something.
more.
That's what they do. They stand in line to kiss his ass.
And until they stop.
Look at Stephanie Grisham, who just is
Yes,
releasing a
look at
book.
Stephanie.
And she's sitting up here crying about,
I'll
I
take
had
your
to work
questions
for him.
now.
I
Now,
had to work
yeah,
for him.
yeah.
I was a single mom. What else was I supposed to do? I don't have a trust fund.
did you say?
You could have had some integrity,
She said
and
she
you would have
didn't vote
found
for him.
another job.
She says she didn't vote for him in 2020.
Yeah, you know what? Buy that bitch's book.
Yeah, no, I don't think
so.
so. I don't need to buy it. I'm listening to all the inserts on the TV anyway. I'm getting enough what I need. out of that. But
Just a
it
little bit
is,
too late.
it is telling. But I put Grisham right along with John Bolton. Really?
Yep.
You wait till after the fact to write the book. Oh, look at me, I'm going to make some money.
Well,
Yeah,
John,
we coulda-
you know that happens. You know that happens. They always come out with a book after the president's left because they couldn't write him while he was dicking around and screwing around and everything else. They have to wait until at the end,
Yeah,
and
but
they
he's
can
sticking
come
around
out.
and screwing around our country, not some hooker here. Well, you probably had that too. Well, we know we had Stormy Daniels. But
Well,
we don't know. anything
No,
about
you
that.
hear he's sick now, right? You hear he's not doing well. That's what they're saying.
He's sick. Don't tease
Yeah,
me.
well, he's
TW,
sick.
don't. You know, that's not nice.
Well, he is sick. They've
Don't
already
raise
said
my
it.
hopes.
Posted it to Sparky. I posted it to Jeremy.
No, I don't
they-
want anything to happen to him right now. If anything happened to him and he croaked right now, they'd make him a martyr. He would forever live in the annals of
like
history
what
of
happened
Republican
to-
politics of the great Donnie. No,
Why do you think he was rushed to Walter Reed for? Colonoscopy.
Yeah, stuck a hose up his butt. Check what's going on. You know, I bet for his butt they had Joe Santorsa over on Tim Cormall's show the other day, and that was his line. That was the artwork on the cover was Donnie laying on a table, butt naked, getting ready for the colonoscopy, and there's a Roto-Rooter guy there with a hose. It's call in the heavy equipment, I guess. Anyway, John Diddybag came back and did it again. John, be careful, please. Thank you very much. Came in with a $20 donation to say, why isn't 11 pronounced 1T1? 1T1. 1T1. Yeah, makes sense. It's a 1 and a 1.
1D1.
1T1.
I'm going to try that on somebody if I ever have to say 11.
John Diddybag. I swear, brother. Thank you very much. And James Lieb just came in with a $30 donation and said, live long and prosper, John and Travis. And
Right back at you.
right back at you, James. Thank you very much, brother. We appreciate it. John, thank you very much. Y'all did a big dent in a few bills we got coming up. I got to get a surveyor. It's
All I remember
something.
was back in the day when you had calculators, you could hold them up and type 77 whatever, and then you could write hell, and then you could flip it back over and write 8008, and it spelled boot.
See, higher education at work, right there. See, when the calculator came out, we found good use for them. So you could still,
Yeah, we
you could
did.
spell dirty words. You could spell boobs. Look
There you
here,
go.
look. Oh, boobs. We really. Oh, I long for the days when life was so easy as that. I'll tell you. Anyway.
No, now we have to deal with insurrections and line out for Republicans.
Yes. Wasn't it nice to be able to just chase the damn ice cream truck down the road and that's all you had to worry about? Can I
Dude,
catch it?
Let me tell you, we had a donut truck in our neighborhood, man. That
Excuse
was
me?
fucking Helm's Donuts, man. They used to come
Donuts
around
on a truck.
like on a truck, fresh baked that day.
Freaking California, man. They get,
Oh,
pot,
man.
they get pot delivery. Sparky gets pot delivery. Are you shitting me? They got donut trucks?
Yes. Well, we used to down Los Angeles. They have a donut truck like the ice cream, and the ice cream truck came too.
Donut truck. Followed by the ice cream truck. It's just not
Oh
fair.
man, it was the shit when the donut truck used to
Ice
come
cream
around.
man.
I remember the ice cream man because they'd come around and you'd hear the ding, 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 and you go, "Mommy, give me 30 cents so I can go get me an ice cream cone."
Yeah.
I worked on a snow cone truck when I was young.
Well, the donut truck was similar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had their little music and they'd have fresh baked donuts that day, man. And you go out there and order a dozen glazed donuts or, 6 jelly
I couldn't
donuts,
do
which
that.
were my
If I would have
favorite.
done that on the
Yeah.
job site, I would have sat there and ate donuts and not got any
Oh my
roofing
God,
done.
it was amazing.
Well, wait a minute. We have breaking news here because we may have found the answer to one of John Didybag's questions. Because
Uh-oh.
Lady Freedom rocks, and indeed she does, and to all the ships at sea, came in with a $5 donation and said, remember, Republicans inhale the darkness. We Democrats emits the light. We emit the light, baby. Very profound. Very profound. Lady Freedom Rocks, thank you very much. And that is, remember, Republicans suck in the darkness, baby. They are the darkness. We are the light. That's right. Ain't there a song?
Really quick, we want to welcome Ed Beatty.
Ed, how are you doing?
I'm fine, John.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can
Hey,
hear you
John.
fine. Yes, sir.
I haven't been a while because, well, I was very busy working at the hotel because we had a lot of weddings,
Right.
receptions, and of course I caught a nasty allergy attack.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Say that again to me. Lord
Sorry
have
about
mercy.
this. It's just getting all these notifications. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's just I got that nasty allergy attack last week. And of course, we were very busy at the hotel with wedding receptions and all.
Yeah. Boy, howdy. So you've been busy.
But I do want to let you know, I just didn't know if y'all heard about this. It's the cucumber lady, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Yes.
wanted to have this legislation to have Anthony Fauci arrested or something.
Yes.
Fucking mental.
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, I heard something about somebody wanted
Everybody's
Fauci
gone
arrested.
nuts.
It is.
Everybody's gone nuts. They have gone nuts.
And
Completely
Americans are
nuts.
paying for that with their lives. With their lives, that we have this bullshit going on. Because they're like the maggots, like the Trumpers, the diehards. These anti-vaxxers and anti-maxers, those are the downright diehard, I ain't doing it no matter what because I love Donnie or whatever reason they want to give. We all know it is.
Until they reach the grave.
Yes. It's exactly what it is. These people you can't convince them with facts, knowledge, or anything. Nothing. You can't plead with them. They're done determined. I ain't doing it. I love Trump. And he is willing to allow that to continue. That's the tragedy. That he allows that
John,
to continue. Yes, go ahead.
I still want to say I enjoyed being with this Blue Dot family, and I still will.
Well,
and it's wonderful.
We're glad you like. I hope.
Oh,
But I plan on being here for a while. I hope.
And Bernadette.
Yeah.
I would never believe you would have a donut truck. I've heard of food trucks and taco trucks, but never a donut truck. You might
Thank you.
It was
who has a
Elm's
donut truck?
Bakery. Elm's Bakery down in Los Angeles.
Well, they had a great marketing idea.
On Venice Boulevard. I remember.
They won't come to the donuts. We'll take the donuts to them.
They would send a truck. You bake all night. I used to own a bakery. You bake all night, and in the morning they get out and they send out these donut trucks into the neighborhood. And
I'd be out there with my coffee cup just waiting on their ass. Where's freaking donut?
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Where's my donut?
Telling you. Yeah.
That can make a profit, Bernadette. It can make a profit.
Let me catch up. Let's come
when I
right
had
back.
My bakery, I thought about this.
Yeah, I would too. Well, food trucks. Everywhere food trucks are popular.
But I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Let me get after this because John Diddybag, and I appreciate it so much, my friend. But be careful, please. John Diddybag came in with a $50 donation to say, if the plural of tooth is teeth, why isn't the plural of booth beat?
I laughed when I saw that.
I know it. I just about sucked up and but all of a sudden your head goes to, wait a minute. Why isn't booth beef? We need a set of beef. What? A side of beef? No, I said we need we need a couple of beef. John Diddybag, you're crazy. I love you, brother.
Yes.
And Chuckster255 came in with a $5 donation and said, I remember here in Southern California, we had Helms bakery trucks they used to bring around fresh bakery items, including donuts. Are you shitting me?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you. If there were other things on the truck, I don't know what they were because I was there for the donuts.
The best I could get is a taco.
Elm's Bakery truck.
And that ain't never hardly around when I want one.
Only in Hollywood.
Only in
California.
California.
It wasn't Hollywood. It was L.A., man. It wasn't about Hollywood. They were far away from.
They get all the good shit. They get all the good shit.
Yeah.
Next you'll see surfers,
We got surfers.
getting drive-by surfboards down.
I see that Southern California is now having to deal with the same ocean conditions that Texas has down here with their surf.
Unbelievable.
My heart hurts
Yeah.
for that because we've had that here.
Yeah.
Where
They
your
thought that
pristine
strip
beach
was
that you
gonna
love
stay
going to.
offshore.
Yeah.
Nope, Huntington Beach, and there's that's
Nothing like
mega
going to the beach and
money
coming
right
home and
there.
there is nothing but
mega
tar all over
money
your
at
feet.
Huntington Beach.
It is.
Yeah.
It is terrible. I understand it's it says right there on the headline, large section of California oil pipeline
Yep.
was moved over 100 feet and had a 13-inch split. Sounds to me
Yep.
like a ship anchor just dropped on there and dragged onto it and dragged
That's
it a
what
while.
they think happened.
Yeah.
That's
So
what they think happened.
Isn't that area the general area where bud trading takes place? I wonder how they're doing the ocean torture if there's oil in it right now.
Well, any time that offshore drilling is brought up anywhere around California, Florida,
Mhm.
Tourist areas that are known for their beaches, they don't want offshore oil rigs out there.
No.
Hell, you go out to my beach, you can just go out there with a calculator and start making the boobs, because you're going to count
Here's
probably
a
that
thought,
many of them.
John.
There are just tons of rigs out there. What's that?
Hey, John, here's a thought.
Yeah.
Why not offshore water? I mean, some areas in the Midwest and the mountains need water, and apparently, I saw this monologue that Bill Maher did a couple of weeks back. It's just the problem is of all the fires and all. Why not just have offshore water?
Dude, we
Put
need
it in-
water right here in California.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
they had that discussion not long ago about why don't we have a water pipeline from the eastern part of the country over to the western part of the country,
Hello.
because the eastern part of we
Exactly.
got lots of water over here. Why don't we do that? And they try to say, well, it's not feasible. It's economically not. So, again, it falls on the money, not the need. Yes, if you look how many gas and oil pipelines we got running back and forth across this country. If you
Yes.
ain't got one under your backyard, you probably ain't living in it.
That should be under the infrastructure bill.
It should. It should, because we can recognize the need, and we can
Think
also
about this.
see that
If
it's not
there
going to
was
get better.
If there was a leak in a water line, what's going to be the damage? Yeah, you might get a little flooding, but what's going to be the damage
Somebody gets their yard water for free.
compared to oil?
Yeah,
Somebody drug
Yeah.
a anchor and moved this pipeline, underwater pipeline, and broke it.
and
And
now
the company's going to try to say, "Oh well, we didn't do it." Find out whoever drugged that anchor.
yeah,
There's 70
Well, there's-
ships sitting off the coast of California right now trying to
and
unload
that
their
is going to
ship.
come back and bite us on the butt too.
Yeah,
The,
and that's all down there in Long Beach.
we're gonna end up with a
in
lot of
Los
shortages
Angeles.
here
Huntington
pretty soon
Beach
of
is
products
somewhere
around this
down
country
there.
because we
Mhm.
can't get those ships unloaded,
hmm
and a lot of products, evidently including cat food, is evidently waiting in ships offshore. And there's
Yeah,
a map
we're
on the
still seeing
internet
that.
you can go to that shows you all the ships that are anchored around waiting. Shit. Thousands upon thousands all around the East Coast,
Yeah.
West Coast, down here in the Gulf. They're just parked out there. They got to wait to unload. And that is a result of the pandemic. Because we don't
Yeah,
have the
right.
drivers now. We don't have
You don't have truckers
the
anymore.
people that operate the cranes to get those things unloaded, the drivers that take those canisters, those containers off the ship, put them on a truck. We need trucks to get them out of there. Shortage of drivers. Ain't this a weird place? The
It's a-
working man
As
is
you
in high
know,
demand.
Georgia has the Georgia Port Authorities also.
So you would
We have
think
ships coming in
the
and out.
answer to this would always be, well, they give a CEO more money because, need to do better. Well, you want to do better as a company? Hey, you might have to hire a little higher rate than you were paying before. Because their labor is prime now. You suffer when
Shit,
Already?
prices are going so bad right now that you can't do anything about it anyway.
yeah, well, and they're going to go higher.
Cereals, look at milk, look at everything else.
Here.
Dog food's already got a recall on it now. I just seen that on the
Dog, they've been recalling dog food for a long time, man, because a lot of that shit comes from China.
And it sat on the boat too long now, and that's,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we're going to see, Lauren McGrath is saying we haven't had cat food for a long time over here in Florida on the East Coast. We just got to go to a bunch of stores to find out what your cat likes and gets it. That's
the
what
only
I'm
thing I
doing.
can say that's nice here in my area, because we have Purina plants, so you can basically go down and buy it at the Purina plant.
Yeah, that's handy. Yeah, I went the other day to the store and we got cats. We got lots of cats. You want a cat? Send me your address. I'll send you a cat.
I don't need a cat. I don't need a cat. I got a
Well,
dog.
you don't
What
need a cat.
The dog would do to the cat. The cat would be nothing with the dog.
Eventually, one of them will win. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, you the dog.
We'll find out. Lord have mercy. Well, let's get off cats. Jesus, man, I've got cat stories out the wild. Top ramen is off the shelves now too.
Yep,
Think of
I
that.
found
Ramen
that out.
noodles are going to be gone because we know where them come from mostly.
Oh yeah, I haven't getting those at my Kroger. I mean, we have a lack of ramen noodles.
Yeah. And John Cash just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Look out for the hoarders." Indeed.
Yep.
Thank you,
Toilet
John.
paper
Thank
is
you.
missing again.
Yeah, toilet paper. They already doing it. I seen a guy coming out of Dollar General the other day. He had a whole basket out there, and the whole basket was nothing but toilet paper.
Yep.
Loaded up with probably, I don't know, 8 big
Costco's
packages.
has put a limit.
Yes.
Costco's is limited cost of toilet paper. I went there the other day. There was no toilet paper to be found.
Yeah, I hope it tastes good with. I hope it tastes good
Lord.
with salt and pepper.
Oh, Lord. We're going to go through a
I
whole lot.
got a whole bunch of single ply if anybody wants it.
I'm good.
Go
I'm
get a
good over
hamburger.
here.
Can I have extra napkins, please? Lots of napkins. I'm sloppy. I need lots of napkins. There'll be ways.
Here, have a roll of single ply toilet paper.
It's good to hear you again.
Ah, shit. Yes, Steve from Georgia said the shelves are bare because there is a shortage of entry-level employees. There is no one to stock the shelves. People have had enough, man. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You're asking me to go to work for how much to stock the shelves and all this and be exposed and maybe die? No, buddy.
How much is federal minimum wage right now? Bill?
Yeah. Not enough. That's what it is. Not enough. But it should highlight that need that it is the working class that runs this country. You might have lots of freaking money, of which evidently they're hiding up in South Dakota. Who knew?
I thought it'd be Montana also.
I heard. Was it on what show on the other day? Was that? Oh, it was on the Daily Show, I think, with Trevor Noah. Of places that the Pandora Papers came out, which is telling us what we already knew, that rich people hide their money so they don't have to pay taxes. And we know the Cayman Islands and stuff like that, right? Offshore accounts. But one of the places, not only Americans, but foreign nationals, including presidents of other countries, they have investments in South Dakota. Because South Dakota has extremely tight laws on what you're allowed to know about what somebody has in that state. You know, how much money they have, how much property they have, none of your business. That's a private issue. You can't know that. So that's where a lot of people are putting their money in South Dakota. You know, the things you learn. It's like, shit, are you shitting me? But yeah, we've always said it from word one. That tax book that you see, that big old tax law that we got, not a damn page of it is for your ass. That thing is written to allow rich people to move their money.
Maria Bentecourt says federal minimum wage is still at $7.25.
Yeah, you make it on $7.25? Hell no. Because the rent's too damn high.
No.
You can't make it on that. But they ask for, and for waitresses, it used to be like, yeah, they'd get away with paying them like $1 or $2 an hour, and hey, well, you'll get rich on your tips. Yeah, right. We can't allow that to happen. If the realization isn't made that the person down on the floor doing the job is just as important to the company than that CEO is, and then sometimes a hell of a lot more productive, then you're going to have this disparity. But in the 80s, baby, it became all about greed. It became all about get mine, screw you. So upper management and CEOs, and their wages went up big time, baby.
Yeah.
You know, their wages went up big
I
time.
was wondering if anybody else was having problems with Discord booting.
Uh-oh.
I've been booted
Not
out
today.
several times. Haven't had
Yeah.
to bring me in.
We're going to have to rise
Sorry.
up with pitchforks against
Where's
Discord.
that new Facebook?
Let me catch up real quick because Ben Stroud came in with $5 and said, Iams cat food and dog food is made in the USA. So if you feed your cat or dog Iams, you're in good shape. Maybe time to switch your pets to Iams. Hey, Ben. Thank you. Do you work for them, buddy? I was just wondering. Nobody might be. It might be a good.
Somebody gets
Nobody
paid.
gets paid here, you know. That's
Hey,
true.
it might be the only thing on the shelf pretty soon. And my cats, they
Or drive to
they
a Purina
demand
plant,
to be fed.
like
Ain't none of this ask shit.
Tractor Supply or something of that nature, and buy a Purina product.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, the dry cat food so far hasn't been that bad hard to get hold of. It's the can, because Mama likes to add the little bit of canned food, not a whole can to it, but taking a spoon out of and putting it in each bowl and smashing it around to, so that the
Well,
palate
just say
is
you
is
spoil your
addressed
babies.
properly. That's right, they're the babies. Anyway, Diana Mallory, bequeather the gong, came in with $5 and said, I started making my own cat food, cheaper and healthier.
That ain't a bad
That's
idea.
not a bad idea.
No, I've done it. I've done it for
I've done
my
that for
animals.
Mork a few times.
I knew a family, and I loved going out there to their house. They lived way out in the country, and I did work for them, with some welding work for them. And you drive up on their property, and there would be a big old fire out in the front of the house with a big old tripod up there and a big kettle over that fire, and a big kettle, and that was mush for all them dogs I was fixing to run into, which was a pack of them. But he would cook that mush every day, keep that fire going. That pot was all mush. That's what they get. Anyway, James Lieb came back with another $5 and said the long anticipated worker revolt is here. Fuck vulture capitalism. Indeed, James, indeed, my friend, indeed. And Three Fraser, a name I have not seen before, came in with a $20 donation and said, beer and bud money. It's coming, Three Fraser. It's, thank goodness, there's one every week. Y'all have been so kind tonight, and I want to thank you so much, because it's going to come in handy next month, because there are going to be some added expenses around here that we're going to have to pay for. Just facts of life that you have to deal with, and when you got to prove your point or prove your whatever. Anyway, we want to thank everybody, because that's going to go a tremendous long way next month, and we truly thank you. It humbles us. Thank you. Where were we? Beer and Bud Friday. Now that's all that's in my head now. Beer and Bud Friday. Come on, Friday. It's been that kind of week, man. Boy, howdy. Let's catch Maria Betancourt, which we just asked about. You quoted her a minute ago. Came in with a $2 donation and said, Henrietta Lacks families. Wait a minute. Harriet Lacks family sue biotech. I'm sorry, I was riding to read it on the fly. Maria, thank you very much, darling. We appreciate it. Henrietta, ain't that the corporate? That's the corporate.
Henrietta Lacks was a black woman who passed away in not Walter Reed. Jesus Christ, I can't remember the name of the hospital right now. But when she died of cancer, and her cells from that cancer has been kept alive. She was the only one that they were able to keep the cells from the cancer alive, and her cells has been used in research of multitude of diseases around the world.
So Henrietta's DNA.
her
her.
her cancer cells, from the cancer she has been kept alive and used in research for a multitude of diseases around the world. And her it was done without her knowledge. Her cells were taken from her without her knowledge.
Right.
And her family was never told. Now, these research hospitals
They don't
and
give that
labs
stuff away. They sell it.
They sell it, and they've made medicines, and they've cured a multitude of diseases with this woman's cells. And her family is now, they had fought for a long time that the knowledge of it being her,
She should be
she
credited.
was the one who, it's correct, for the credit of her name being attached to these cells. They were called HELOC cells, and they were sent everywhere around the world. Anybody who needed some cancer cells, they were sent these cancer cells, and because they were able to keep her, and they're still being used today. They are still being used today in research today. And so bravo for her family finally being able to sue these
Get her the
pharmaceutical
recognition
companies
that
have
she
made
deserves.
billions of dollars off of her cells without her knowledge and without her permission.
Without her consent. Without her family's consent. Boy,
Yes.
howdy.
So bravo.
Yeah. Outstanding. Good. Good. And I learned too. 'Cause I
Because
didn't know.
they never made a dime off of her cells. And
Whoever had those cells did.
used- Yeah.
They made a
Yep.
boatload of money. You bet your ass, because
Yes,
medical
they
research
did.
stuff is,
Yes,
they
they did.
sell that stuff. It's not like, oh, we're going to research this disease, so we need cells. We just give them to me. Oh, no.
Yep.
You got to buy that shit, because there's a price on everything. You know, there is.
Yeah.
And you learn that more and more every day. There's a price for this.
It's a fascinating story. The
sounds
story
like
of
it.
the HELOC cells.
It sounds like it. Like I said, you learn something. And there you go, people. You learn something new every day. There's one that I didn't know. That story going on. So, good.
And she was a black woman.
Well, good.
Yeah.
She deserves that recognition. I don't care who they are. It's her cells that did this. And not only the money, but like you said, the recognition of her contribution to all that.
That's what they fought for a long time, was just
BW
her
says it's
name
used for
being
all research, not
recognized.
just cancer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. For a multitude of diseases, some of them have been cured. Some of them they developed treatments for and things like that. I mean, it's amazing what her cells have done as far as the technology, and as technology advances, they're able to keep them alive and still do research on them and still come up with cures.
And out of everything that Henrietta gave with her cells, Maria Betancourt just came in with another $5 to let us know that Henrietta didn't receive very good care. She did that year. It was Jim Crow days. So her sacrifice.
And that's one of the things, was that because she was a black woman, she didn't receive good care while she was in the hospital and while they were still in her cell.
But they were sure looking at that body going, we could cut that up and sell it. You know. That's sad. That is sad. I'm glad that story is finally getting its due day then. Yeah, it's I'm laughing because I stopped to see Maestro today, Bernadette, by the way. He told me to tell you hi. Tell Bernadette
Maestro,
I said
I love
hi.
You. I love you.
Me and him was over there today, and I was talking to him, and I told him, and me and him both got a chuckle. I said, well, Maestro, you know where I live. I said, you're the only person I ever come see. You're the only person I go to. And because I come here and I see you and we have a great time, I know PB and I know AJ. I said, hell, I know your brother, I know your mama, I know the whole family. I told him, you said, you know something, Maestro? 100% of my friends are black. You got a kick out of that. And so I don't go see nobody else. The only people I ever see, I see Maestro. I see Maestro's mama. I see Maestro's brother. I see AJ or PB. That's the only people I ever go see. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere else.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, John, before we go,
Yes.
I guess it's been said. You heard that Facebook is in a tumble.
Yeah. Zuckerberg lost about $6 billion
Yeah.
dollars in those hours man, think of that concept. They put that in your head.
Aw.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
He lost $6 billion in the time that Facebook was down.
Below Bill Gates.
Are you shit?
That was the funniest
Aw.
shit because, quick story. So basically put, me and Rose had to go out of town for a reason. And we had to meet up with a friend of ours. And we were concerned because we did not hear from our friend at all. And we used Facebook to communicate. And then I was like, something ain't right here because, they'd message us. There's no reason. So I'm like, I wonder if Facebook's down. And it turns out the entire network, I guess, had been down for like hours at that point. And so we called our friend and we figured out what was up. And when we finally met up, he was cackling. I'm like, what's up? And he shows me his Robinhood app, and it's Facebook stock just plummeting.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, well, shit. That's,
This
Sorry.
is this whole
Sorry.
thing with Messenger is going to stimulate Congress to start cracking down and providing regulations the same way they do for TV and radio. It is a medium that is going to have some kind of guidelines to it, just as we do anywhere else, because it has become a
It's about Congress. It's about time Congress
Yes.
catches up to speed with
It's-
what the fuck the internet is doing.
the problem I had was here I am sitting here listening to a whistleblower who worked for Facebook. She's a high tech with she deals in algorithms and whatnot and how it's used. And there's all sorts of senators asking her questions about stuff that they have no idea what the hell it is. We're old. We don't. We're not savvy with everything, and especially some which are much older. I know enough about Facebook, but if anything gets techie with me, I got my son. Hey, fix this shit. It's your generation shit, not mine. I was using DOS when these things came out, and it worked just fine. I could print a document. Yes. Mark, there is going to be some serious legislation, I think, that's going to come out of this, especially with the data that they have with Instagram and the effect that it has on young girls and young teenagers and stuff. And the suicide rate in this country is astronomical.
And they're marketing to children.
Yes.
Period.
Yes, they are marketing.
Wait. How do you get up there and claim you had to delete over 600,000 accounts for children that shouldn't have been there in the first damn place?
Yep. Because we all know that the internet itself is a nasty place.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's the worst place in the world.
The fucking
But
worst.
we can't live without it because it's how commerce moves. It's how business is done. It's how we communicate nowadays. But there has
Facebook
to
is a
be
prime example of how corporations in this fucking country doesn't give a shit about
not two shits. Money,
the only
baby.
thing that matters. And see, okay, check
It's
this
the
out.
money.
You know for a fact that when you delete your account, and I was glad to hear that there was a few blue dots on Discord today saying they deleted their account. This whole episode has brought them to the realization that they need to get the fuck off Facebook.
Yeah.
Bravo. But here's
Yes.
the thing. You delete your account, but they still own your data.
Oh, they know everything about you, baby.
They still own your data.
And I'm sure they
You can-
keep every photo for
They keep
geotagging
it
and all that
all.
other shit
They
too.
keep it
Everything
all,
that you have ever
Travis.
Yeah.
put
And
it
all
on.
those children's accounts that they deleted, they still have the data on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do. They didn't
And
get rid
that's
of the
what's
information.
frightening.
They just
It is.
deleted
No.
the access to the account. You know,
They don't.
we
They
do
don't get.
as a society. We're coming to the realization that we've all known all through our, even us growing up without the internet. We knew there were bullies. You had to deal with bullies at school or going to the store, something like that. Somebody's gonna be an asshole. But in today's world, those assholes are in your house. They're on your phone. They're up your ass all the time. And I warn people about anybody that has a voice that wants to use it. Please do. But realize there's going to be a price you're going to pay anytime you use your voice to express your values or what you believe. There is a shitload of people out there just waiting to jump your shit, but you have to look past that. And what you find is what we have right here in front of me, which is this chat that I love so much that goes back and forth. They're talking about recipes of cat food. I've been watching. I love that shit. There's the good part of this, where we get together and we get to talk about how to make cat food or any kind of silly stuff or serious stuff. But we're not out here, espousing.
I made dog food and cat food for a long time, John. Long time, and it was actually cheaper than buying that.
It might be for me. I have like 15, at least 15. It varies every day, 15 to 18, 20. Who knows? Whoever shows up for breakfast gets fed.
But it's just television.
Thinking about starting a fire with a big pot and making me some mush.
But why do you have to have dog food made in China? I mean, cars and TVs I can understand.
Yeah.
But not dog food. Not
just
dog food.
Essentially almost everything we import into this country now.
Everything.
We are a consumer nation now. We used to be a productive nation.
And that's why
we are more a service.
Have it made in China, because we don't manufacture anything in this country anymore.
Not hardly.
We're too busy buying shit.
That's how come anytime you have the chance, buy local. Buy from your local retailer. Try to, we gotta.
Four-way world, because the shit that's made now doesn't last this crap.
And it's designed that way to make you buy another one.
I made bread today.
No, that's the reason. I can tell you right now, I'm an ex-mechanic, and I can tell you, you used to buy a car, it would last 10 years. You buy a car now, you might as well run it into the ground, never drive it again, because I can tell you right now, it ain't worth the piss it's put together with.
Drive it into the river isn't a TW.
Rose and them just got their vehicle back, but it worked good, didn't it? Everything went well.
Yes, it did. Thankfully,
good.
It was not cheap, but we finally got our car back.
I'm thinking about a little Ford Focus, a used car that I went and looked at. It because man, my truck, I love my truck and I need my truck. Ain't no doubt about that. But like to me, just to go down to the county courthouse today. Yeah, that cost me a bunch in gas because my truck, when I start the key, there's a sucking sound out of my wallet.
But John, there's one thing.
Sucks gas up.
But there's one thing, John. All of us, we all in this room get robocalls saying that
your car
talking about your extended warranty.
Yeah.
And that is a nuisance, which is one of the sad things we live in today.
Yeah. Unless a name comes up on my phone, I don't answer it. I don't answer it. It's about my car insurance or your car warranty's expired or we're going to do this for you or hey, I'm Bob and we got I don't care. I don't have time for it. Leave me a message and then hope I get to my messages. But shit, that's a whole other story. Let me thank Stop the Zeal. Donated $5. I like that. Stop the Zeal. Donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "Go Navy." Guys, they already got my attention. Go Navy. The trolls are the new bigots. Indeed. Stop the Zeal. I like that. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Go Navy. I like that part. Thank you. Person knows what they're talking about. I'm just saying. Semper Fortis, my friend. Semper Fortis. Not for self, but for country. That's what that means. I'd like to think that I espouse that. Anyway, what was we talking about? Go Navy. That's what we were talking about. Feed Army. That's all
Facebook sucks.
Facebook sucks. Is that what we was talking about?
There might have been some in between. I can't remember all of a sudden.
The concept, and, because everybody likes to talk to, they have their friends. You want to share shit on Facebook. You got married. You got, look at my breakfast. Snap. Look at there. Eggs. Right there. That's what I mean.
That's the sad part. It's like my Facebook, I don't post shit there. The only reason why I use it is because my friends.
And when you do, I can't share it.
Yeah, well, no. Anything I share, it's family. That's it. That's it. Actually, not even direct family and friends. That's it. Not extended.
But we have a large Facebook family.
Yeah, we do.
And I like to think that this is what Facebook is for.
Sure.
This kind of medium, and there's right-wing nut jobs, Facebook guys over there spouting out bullshit over there.
Yeah.
But I like to think there's a difference. Maybe there's not. I don't know.
I mean,
but I don't see the harm in that.
Facebook sucks, but look,
when you
at the same
start
time,
talking about attacking people. You're.
Well, see, Facebook sucks, but at the same time, we got into this conversation yesterday when Facebook's outage was a thing. Google's just as fucking bad on so many different levels. Had conversations about how it treats its creators on YouTube and all that other shit. Everybody's kind of shitty for their own shitty reasons, but talking about the harassments and shit. What's unfortunate is I don't think there's gonna be an easy way to ever police that shit online. People are just gonna suck, and
it's gonna have to be dealt with things that I have no. Outside of being able to use the words algorithm, I'm not quite sure how you. That's a big mathematical equation there that you're going to get me up to about the first 10 numbers, and then I'm going to go, what? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
John,
but it's the algorithm. Yes. Yes.
I'll tell you this: if they want policing, this is why they don't want policing in Facebook, because they say it's an invasion and freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the world we live in. It's just, as I follow templates on Facebook, still bigotry and hatred.
As
still,
we recognize there's a limit to free speech. That's why you can't fire an auditorium because that's not your right to do that. You can't do that. And greater minds than mine are going to have to figure out what.
Sorry, John.
No, what these social media companies are going to be responsible. Stop the Zeal says we use algorithms to hunt submarines. There you go. Tells me what kind of Navy you're. I love this. Let's stop this Zeal.
When Facebook first started, though, it was a good program. But the only problem is he got in there and he started making money.
Well, it's how you use it.
Look how
I guess anything else, algorithms are a tool that can be used to deal with AI, artificial intelligence.
AI is the algorithm.
AI is the algorithm. So if you want Hal to open the doors, maybe you better treat Hal nice. I don't know, but we're in a different world on what we allow. When you open when we had newspapers, you didn't open it and all of a sudden just see a naked woman standing there between the pages because, hey, Playboy does it, and local newspapers go, no, you didn't see that. But online, your kid can be exposed to that with the click of a mouse click that is innocent for one thing and then leads them down into a rabbit hole, into a bunch of shit. And it's dangerous. And you can use the term freedom of your right to free speech and all this, but there has to be a limit. There has to be guidelines for companies that do the social media on Instagram and stuff.
Like anything, they need to put parental controls on a lot of this stuff. So
there's where the concern is, because especially evidently with Instagram, it's very young girls that is really the target. To get them hooked on that platform, and they're not charging for the platform. They're making money off of what she views. So the more she views, the more money, the more advertising the social media platform can produce, and that content is not always agreeable with what should be there.
I mean, look at
No,
some of the
because
ads that are played on our
they
videos.
Yes, yeah.
They just sell the data. They just sell the data to whomever wants to buy it.
Why on YouTube, on one of my videos, would I hear
There's a certain strain of bacteria called Lactobacillus reuteri that will help you grow bigger balls.
why would I hear that on one of my?
Well, I mean,
I'm not.
John, if
I
you
don't
want
have a
balls,
show
you
about
might as
bigger balls. Why is this on my?
John,
And that's where
I
that
mean-
came from.
you might as well put the other one on there, for the manscaper thing, for the
Yeah. Yeah. And what's sad with that though as well, and this is what's the worst, is YouTube or Google is now adding or putting ads on people who are people's videos who are not, they're not partnered with Google, they're not partnered with YouTube, they're not making money off of this yet, but they're putting ads on their videos to make money. And that's fucked up. It's like, you mean to tell me this person can't take the few pennies from your ad revenue to try to make a living making their channel, but you can put ads on their video and make money off of that?
Yep.
That's wrong.
It is.
Because you could let's not forget, Facebook sold Cambridge Analytica the data it needed to do the damage that it caused during the 2016 election.
That's true.
By
Look back in your memory or a show. We talked about them a lot.
Zuckerberg's been doing this shit for years.
Which brings up an interesting.
First of all, let's not forget why he created the platform in the first place. It was to rate women at his college.
Yes.
Does that not sound pitiful?
It's pathetic.
It's bad. Sad. She's right outside the window. Because I told you I just got home. I'm sure Tyler is right now probably on his way to go get her. We got out of the truck and came in 8 and came right back here. And yes, she's in the front yard. So that's her indication of going, hey, I'm still out here in the front yard and it's starting to get, it's not even dark yet. What's the matter with you? I'm sorry. Hold on. I love you too, Jenny. That's what she's telling me. That's my baby. That's my donkey. Are you that much of a Democrat, John? Why, yes, I am. You bet your sweet ass I'm a Democrat. James Lieb came back with another $5 donation and said, Facebook and Zuckerberg suck. Un-American. Thank you, James. We appreciate it. And I want to thank Lisa Cundy and Pitstop 1998 for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We appreciate it tremendously. Thank you and welcome to the family, baby. We was waiting on y'all to get here. We really was. Now we can get into the damn serious conversations that we were going to have because now Pitstop 1998 and Lisa Cundy are here. So y'all go ahead. Where were we now? See how I did that too. And listen to y'all silence.
I'm sorry.
I'm messing with you.
I'm not going to remember. Let's see if you remember.
Who to go first?
No.
I will go first.
Right now, the only thing it was a squirrel that ran through my head. Not precisely a squirrel, more like a donkey. Just as soon as I heard that, every thought I had in my head just went right out the window. Oh my donkey!
we know how you're a sucker for that ass.
I am a sucker for that ass, baby. I'm telling you, and I have a fine ass.
Before
But I
the
don't
whole
call it.
pandemic, and of course the whole range of the school meetings and everything. I mean, usually kids who are in school usually get cold or flu viruses every day.
Yeah.
And it's just usually you don't hear people complaining about that. I mean, many people didn't even complain about having masks at school, that maybe it could prevent colds or flus. But I'm just saying, it's just.
Hey, you know what, Ed? Dominic's
What's
been out
that,
of
Ed?
school since March of 2020 when school closed down. Okay? He did not go back this year. I have not had a cold since before then.
No.
So
I have
you're
not had
saying
the
they're
flu.
just a bunch of
And-
germ monsters.
Oh, there's some germy little bastards.
Yes, they are.
For real.
You send them out there to
Okay.
play with all them other germy little bastards.
For real. And they bring that shit home and you
Yeah.
catch it.
Of course.
Thank God them days is over.
You know, their immune systems are far more robust, and we, you know,
When you get old,
wiser adults. I'm not going to say that word. Wiser adults.
Wiser.
You know, we tend to catch that shit left and right when they bring it around.
Boy,
I am so grateful I kept Dominic out of school this year. I really am. It's
you
a
okay there,
challenge.
John?
Yes, I'm
It
fine.
is a
Yeah.
challenge teaching him at home, but he is doing absolutely wonderful in this new system that's all online learning. So we actually know how to do this, okay? And he's doing wonderful at it. He bought his own computer. He's using it. He loves using it. He's totally into it. And you know, he takes his little test. He gets 100% every fucking time, and he's proud of himself. And his teacher is proud of him too.
That is the benefit of the computer age and the internet. That is the good part.
Is he going to go back to school next fall when vaccines will be mandated for all students?
Dominic wants to be first in line to get a vaccine. Okay,
Dominic.
this boy's smart. He knows all
but
about
Boy.
By next fall, everybody will be able to get one, supposedly.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Meanwhile, in
Newsom,
Texas,
Newsom said that everybody has to be.
In our district, we actually have what's called independent study, and that's what he's in now. And it is a separate school from the rest of the schools, and that's what he chose to take this year. And he does well. You know, he is going to go visit one of his friends who's having a birthday this weekend, so he's going to get some socializing in, and that's cool too. And I'm fully aware that, you know, he could be exposed at that time, but I do think that he needs that too.
well, it is.
Well, I was asking you, is he going to go back to school next fall when the vaccine mandate is in?
If he chooses to go back to school, that will be on him. If he chooses to stay in the independent study program, that's fine, because he can graduate from that too. And he's doing rather well, and he's probably a lot further advanced because he's not being held back for the person in the classroom who is the slowest kid in the class, and the teacher has to wait until that kid catches up for the rest of them to move on. He's doing well.
See, California's got to get together. To quote Don Cheeto here, who quotes Governor Abbott, fuck your kids. Yeah, that's the way they look at it here in Texas. Greg Abbott's out there trying to challenge any school district that tries to implement a mask mandate. We're not going to have it, and you're not going to mandate any vaccines. You can't do that. Yes, they do. The measles vaccine. What are they going to do, like Tennessee, and just ban them all? Or we're going to ban all vaccines. We don't. Good luck with that. Hope you don't get polio. You know,
He caught COVID, and he was the first one to go and get his Regeneron and all the rest of that. That motherfucker probably already got a booster shot. He don't give a shit about you guys, man. He don't give a shit about you. He don't give a shit about the women in Texas that are getting raped or whatever, or have to go through some back alley abortion to
appease his ridiculous look at life. 6 weeks.
Yes.
That's a child at 6 weeks. No, it's not. It's a pile of goo. You're hoping it turns into a child. You're hoping it turns into a nice, healthy child.
If it does.
That doesn't always work
They ain't
out.
going to take care of it if it does.
Yeah. He is so ready to punish the women. Where's the guy? Where's the guy in the 6 weeks? Really? If she's a verified pregnant 6 weeks, where's the fella? We'll get the wallet out here, buddy. We got diapers. We got to get a little rocker and shit. There's expenses, buddy.
Yeah.
Where's that outcry? You're not going to hear it. You're not going to hear it.
Hey, John, I got to go. I got a phone call. So.
Oh, TW. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Yep. Thanks a lot.
You bet, brother. Take care of yourself.
I have kind of a positive story to end this with.
What?
So I don't know if you all remember last year during some of this abortion talk, there was a guy who came out, and the first thing he said was that if women put, like aspirin between their legs, they'll be fine.
Yes.
They don't.
Yeah.
And then the next thing was that women have a system in their body, which at some legitimate rate will shut down that pregnancy so that they don't have the baby.
Yeah.
That guy caught COVID and is now dead.
Yay! Did I say that out
Yeah.
loud?
No, yeah, you did. Yay! What? Was
I'm
that
sorry.
What you, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
thought he died of cancer.
Ah, shit. We don't want to.
Doesn't matter.
No, whatever.
Anyway.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right, Don Cheeto. 6 weeks. If you're not married, where's that guy at? You got to start pitching in some money here. You know. Anyway. I want to thank everybody for coming in and making our show what it is. Thank you very much and enjoying in the conversation. I want to thank everybody on YouTube and Facebook for joining in and keeping this conversation going in front of me. It is the best part of my day. And indeed, if you haven't done it yet, reach down there and hit that like button. Put that, how many thumbs up I got? Or thumbs down?
Wait, what else?
I was just wondering how many thumbs. Anyway.
73 tonight.
73.
Was in the chat.
All right. Well, raise that up a little bit before we go out the door. If you ain't hit the button yet, hit the button for a thumbs up. Let us know you enjoyed it. Anyway, I want to thank Pit Stop and Linda, Lisa Cundy for becoming our YouTube family tonight. Thank you very much. And Bernadette, thank you always for being here, darling. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome.
You know, your voice is valuable here, and it's appreciated. And Jeremy.
And I want to say thank you
What?
to everybody who donated tonight and
Big
helped so
time.
progress along. Thank
Yes,
you very much.
Thank you so much. It is what keeps us going, baby. So we appreciate that tremendously. And Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks for having me along.
Thank you, Jeremy, for being here and using your voice, brother. We appreciate it.
Sure.
And Ed.
Yes.
Thank you,
It's
my
a
friend,
pleasure.
for being here. And lending
Pleasure.
your voice.
Same here.
It was a good night, too. I enjoyed this
Yeah,
conversation. Enjoyed it. And I want to thank Roger Smith, who just subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Roger. We appreciate that. And Spark.
You bet.
Thank you, brother. Gonna have a front porch on Friday?
Oh yeah, there's front porch, back porch every Friday.
Well, okay. Wanted to make sure everything was rolling this weekend. Because it didn't last time, did it?
We had a back porch.
You had a back porch, but you didn't have a front porch.
No,
See?
we had a back porch when the front porch was supposed to be on.
See, I got screwed up that day anyway. I will be there hopefully on Friday. Anyway.
I got good news. I got my phone figured out, I think.
You got it figured out? There you go.
Yeah.
See? It's just technology, bub. We
The
just
good
tell me
thing
what
about getting a
freaking
new-
button to
getting a
push,
new-
and I'll push it. Huh?
Getting a new phone to get. Good thing about I found out today when I went to get a new phone. I had to go to the. We have 2 Verizon stores in town. I had to go to the second one because the first one was busy.
Right.
I went to the second one. I pulled around and parked on the side of the building. I looked down there, and there's a row of Tesla supercharging stations,
Really?
and one had a Tesla parked at it.
Really?
Damn! I didn't even know this thing was here.
Don't ever, ever, ever key a Tesla. You know why?
Why?
Because there's cameras. They had. I just saw this little thing on the news. It was something about Tesla and people that they hate people that own Teslas. You know, like, oh, you rich bastard, and they'll walk by with their key and they'll scrape the car. And they were showing all these videos of people doing it on purpose. This one guy parked next to him, leans out of his car and just starts scraping the Tesla next with his key. Closes the door. But on a Tesla, the security system has cameras that records everything around the vehicle, including the sides of the vehicle.
That is hilarious.
And so there's video of all these people's face, and here I am putting my key on your Tesla and scratching it, and there you got them on
That's
video.
Boy, shit.
Yeah, so don't ever mess with a Tesla, baby. It's watching you. And yeah, it's part
I've
of the security system.
I kind of thought, with like how they advertise the Cybertruck, you can throw shit at the windows and like it's bulletproof
Right.
and all that. I'd
Yeah.
be afraid people would be like, "Oh, this guy won't notice. We can just throw shit at his." It's like,
yeah, I'm going to throw something at the window.
It
see
ain't
if it
gonna
breaks.
shatter. It ain't gonna break. It's like, motherfucker, don't throw shit at my
Yeah,
truck.
don't show yeah, no shit. Anyway.
Fuckers.
Spark, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it. Thank T.W. Travis for joining us earlier. We appreciate that. T.W., take care of Mark for us. Anyway, thank you all for being a part of this family. We appreciate it tremendously. And Lord have mercy. Let me see. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we're going to try to get shit back on schedule. So tomorrow is hump day. Me and Clyde should be able to crank out a rant tomorrow. And then we'll be back here for Thursday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Again, I want to thank everybody that donated tonight. It was very, I'm humbled by the donations tonight. Thank you so much. And to our Patreon members, thank you so much for hanging with us every month, baby. We appreciate it tremendously. On that note, remember, wash your hands, all that kind of stuff, because this shit's still going around. Wear your mask if you have to. With all this stuff, talking to everything I was going to, me and Tyler, we're going up, parked way in the back, because that was the only place to park. So going all the way up to the courthouse and stuff, and get all the way up there, and I go in the door, and I see the lady with a mask on. I go, oh, shit. I forgot my mask.
Oh, shit.
All the way, and I'm looking around, and there's one of the staff there. She's got a mop over there. She's mopping some of the floor, but she works for the county. Anyway, she heard me. I went, oh, shit, I left my mask in the truck. And she immediately went, just go room 101, right around the corner. They'll give you a mask. Don't worry. Don't
Really?
walk all. Yeah. So she directed me around the corner. I went in there. I said, I'm sorry. Can I get a mask? And she gave me two.
Oh.
Tyler was wearing his mask.
Yeah.
Dumb me. I'm walking right next to him. I don't notice he's wearing a mask. I don't notice that I don't have my mask on.
It happens.
It's
to the best
been that
of us.
kind of day all day today.
Yeah.
All day. Right until the time I got home. And even on the way home, I made a mistake. Thinking one thing and thinking I'm going somewhere where I'm
John.
not going. Huh?
You're gonna make it through this day.
It will. It's going to end with my head on the pillow at some point.
Believe it or not, tomorrow does come.
Yeah.
The sun will come out. I won't sing it. Get in trouble for singing shit like that. Anyway.
You know what? I'm actually surprised we haven't been copyrighted strike for how many times we sing Happy Birthday.
How can they do that for Happy Birthday?
I don't think that one is copyrighted.
I hope not, because at one point someone did, and I don't know if it still holds up, because it's like, are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, no, at one point someone was copywriting that tune, and yeah. Oh, hey.
I'm just saying. Happy birthday, Erin. And don't forget, Erin's running for office, so she needs your help. So
Run,
if you can,
Erin, run.
run, Erin, run. We're going to need to talk to Erin and set up.
Yes.
I'm ready to go mañana or something.
Well, okay, you're ready, but you're not.
I'm ready.
You're the interviewer. We got to ask the interviewee if they're good for that day, so we'll figure it out.
I'm sure Erin is raring to go.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
She got her shit together. She knows what she's done.
Yeah, well.
Because if she did, she wouldn't be running for town council.
Absolutely.
And giving Morrow, New York, the opportunity to better their own society and their own community, because Erin is that kind of person. She's going to come in and try to make things better. She's going to be participant in the community. So please, if you're up in the area around Morrow, take the time, baby, and check Erin out, because she's running. And besides that, today's her birthday. And Monica Burns,
Erin.
happy birthday to you also, dear. To both the ladies tonight. Anyway, dragging it on. I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.
Hello.
Thanks for being here, and we'll see you again on Thursday. Y'all take care. Bye now.